The transition from the warmer months to the colder months are always a little tough on me. Sometimes it feels like as soon as I get grounded in one routine, it's time for another routine to emerge. And although resistance likes to follow me sometimes wherever I go, the impermanence of the seasons, the impermanence of life allows me to flow, evolve, and transcend, just as nature does. Here are some rituals that I've cultivated to defy resistance and soothe any seasonal sadness that may come along in the process. Breathing is something that I quite literally owe my life to. What I've noticed throughout every experience in my life is, depending on the nature of said experience, what I notice the most is the change in the pace of my breath, the rhythm of my breath. And I found out that I can breathe through anything. My breath will allow me to transcend through any situation, good or bad. So I love to start my mornings off simply breathing, feeling grounded, being present in the moment, allowing myself to experience life for what it is, but also myself for who and what I am. Meditation is a practice that has allowed me to come closer to myself. I've never known myself as deeply as I know myself today. And in that knowing, so much certainty is crafted and cultivated through all the uncertainty that exists in life. Solitude and introspection are my core. With the outer world being as chaotic and beautiful and busy and interesting as it is, it's even more important for me to water my inner garden. Because like I know, what you water grows, what you tend to flourishes. And your mental garden is no different. So a big part of my... I haven't spoken to a camera in so long, so it's like, girl, what's going on? But a big part of my just ritual, wellness ritual in general, is moving my body, daily movement, thanking Source, Divine, for just having the ability to move, because not everybody does. This summer, specifically this spring, this summer, I ran and I worked out a lot outdoors. So I'm not gonna lie, like I was kind of resistant to the weather change. I was resistant to see winter come. It was a little hard for me. It was a little bit hard because I realized like I really freaking love the sun. But I don't know what has happened. I guess as the seasons have naturally kind of like transitioned, I've become to be less resistant and more adaptable to like the season change. And I've been transitioning to like more indoor workouts because honestly, my body is just so sensitive to the cold, and I can't be running outside in the cold like that. My body and my skin is just so sensitive, and I won't do it. So indoors it is. I've been loving me some reformer Pilates. Actually, a new studio just opened up in my area, and I'm just like, yes. So I've been loving doing that. I even been going to the gym, running on the treadmill, lifting weights. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm actually getting over a cold. So I can't be moving like that. Like, we gotta take it slow. For me, even if I don't do like a workout where I'm sweating hella hard, I have to do something, even if it's just a stretch. I have to spend that time with my body, because to me, when I move my body, that's like a symbol of gratitude. Like, damn, I'm grateful that I can do this. I'm grateful for this body. And yeah, so today we're gonna do a little yoga at home in me casa, in me living room. I used to have a really bad relationship with my body, if I'm gonna be honest. Movement would be almost like a form of punishment. It would be transactional. If I do this, I'll look like this. And while I want to look good just like the next person, movement has become essential for me to feel good, for me to connect with my body, for me to cultivate peace in my inner world. Movement is a prayer that says thank you, a prayer that says I love you, a prayer that says you are enough, a prayer that says I'll take care of you. And through this daily prayer, I create nourishing bonds with myself and the universe. Something that I noticed as the seasons change is just like how natural my body craved warmer foods. So if you've been here, you know I be obsessed with my blueberry smoothie, with my strawberry smoothie. But for some reason, sis, I mean, obvious reasons, the weather is changing. I've been craving oats. I've been having oats just about every single day. Before I have my oats though, I do have to have like fresh fruit. Like that's just like what's best for my body. I either do like fresh fruit or a green juice. Let me show you my juice. Hold it. So this is the leftovers of the juice that I made yesterday. This is like my go-to daily green juice. And it's so yum. It's so yummy. I love it so much. And I'm gonna get into this a little later, but this is actually a huge part of my skincare routine too. Um, um, um. So freaking good. As I was saying though, I am absolutely obsessed with oats, and nut butter prices are ridiculous. So I've been using my cutesy little blender from Vitamix, who is sponsoring today's video, to make not only my nut butter, but also my smoothies, my soups, and everything else that my body is craving. I've been using Vitamix for so freaking long, and this is such a surreal moment to even be working with them. I remember buying my first Vitamix 6-7 years ago, saving up my little money. I feel like me purchasing my first Vitamix all those years ago was such a canon event. Like, it affected in such a positive way so much in my life, this healthy lifestyle, mindfulness, intention, and all that led up to this very moment. But that being said, I'm going to be using my Vitamix blender. I have the Ascent X5, and I'm going to be using it to make my cashew butter. Because, girl, what? They're not about to bully me and buying this nut butter. Like, y'all not going to do it, so I just be making my own. So I'm using whole organic cashews. For this one, I'm going to... What's really cool about this new Ascent series is that there are different programs that you can use to make whatever it is you want to make, like nut butter, a smoothie bowl, soups, anything you can think of. There is a program so you can get it right every single time. Nut butter setting. Look at that. Like, are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? Vitamix blenders are so versatile and quite literally built for everything. And not only are they a blender, but they are a symbol of investment and devotion to your health and well-being. Whether for yourself or for a loved one, the Vitamix blender would make the perfect holiday gift. With blenders available for as low as $2.99, I think the Vitamix holiday sale is definitely worth checking out. Thank you again to Vitamix for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I feel like something for me that's super important, not only in like winter, but just generally speaking, but also especially in the winter, is creative satisfaction, creative fulfillment. So like, how fulfilled am I creatively? What am I doing in my personal life that is just for me and only me? Reading, while of course I'm not like physically producing anything, it stimulates my mind. It allows me to use my imagination and just co-create the story with the author. So that being said, y'all know I love books. Y'all know I love to read. I wanted to share my recent pickups. Some of them are not so recent, but yeah, I just want to share some books with you. Big Swiss, very, very good. By the way, I'm not going to give a whole like summary or anything like that because a lot of them, again, I haven't even read, but I have read this one. Big Swiss, amazing. I finished this entire book in one weekend. What I really liked about this book is the fact that there was only one narrator. However, she is, I can't even, y'all, I'm sorry, I have sick brain right now. I'm getting over a cold, so bear with me. She transcribes therapy sessions. I could not think of what it was. So it was a really interesting perspective and angle. And yeah, just to keep it short, this is a book about a sex therapist transcriptionist who has an affair with one of the patients. Very, very good. I love this book so much. Maybe one of my favorite reads of the year. If an Egyptian cannot speak English, I finished reading this one like maybe 3 weeks ago, but I really, really did enjoy it. It was so good that I almost read it twice because once I finished it, it had me reimagining the way that I read it the first time, if that makes sense. Because it was just like new findings and new things were revealed once, like the further I got within the book. But yeah, this is supposedly like a love story. I'll just read y'all, when I tell y'all my brain ain't working because I'm literally so tired and sick, but I'm just trying to show up. But it just says, in post Arab Cairo, two unnamed characters, which I love that like no one was named until the end, meet and fall in love. She is a nostalgic daughter of Egyptian immigrants returning to a country she's never been to before. He was a photographer of the revolution who was now unemployed and living in a rooftop shack. As their alternating perspectives unfold in blocks of taut poetic prose, their desire for each other, for the selves they strive to become through the other, takes a violent turn. Yeah, this one was really good. I highly recommend. Now, all of these other ones I have not read yet. I've started reading this one by Danzy Sina, which I've read Caucasia by her as well as New People. I really love the books that I've read by her in the past. This one is called Colored Television. Colored Television. And I'm not that far into it, but what I've read so far, I really like. Post Traumatic by Chantel Johnson. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I tried so hard to get into this book. And I just couldn't. I could not. I think I made it to like page 20. I just couldn't do it. I might pick it up, give it another try. It may not just be my time right now. Everything You Ever Wanted. This one is about a woman who is pretty much burnt out over her current life of waking up, going to work, getting drunk, scroll on your phone. Like just kind of the same things, and it really has no meaning almost. Her life, she feels like her life has no purpose, but she hears about this program that offers you the chance to move to another planet and start a new life in a meaningful way. But the thing is, if you go, you can never return. So, yeah, I'm really excited about this one as well. You Were Born for This by Chani Nicholas. This is an astrology book. This is nonfiction. I'm getting more into astrology and I just really want to understand it better so I can understand myself. So I picked this one up as well. Almost Surely Dead. I'm not gonna lie, this is like a thriller. And the thing is, I read a couple of pages because the next book that I was going to read was between Almost Surely Dead and Colored Television. So I was kind of just reading both of these at the same time. And Colored Television one, I'm not really sure if I like how this one, I've been talking at the wrong end the whole time. Oh my goodness. I'm not really sure if I like how this one is written because I bought this one online, so I had no idea like what the tone was. I only knew what it was about. This is about a girl who lives an ordinary life, but now she's the subject of a true crime why can't I say that? But now she's the subject of a true crime podcast. She's been missing for over a year and no one knows if she's dead or alive. Yeah, I will read this one eventually. Then we have The Fetishist. And I think this one is another thriller. What I really love about this book is that this book it's like a mother-daughter duo. The mother began writing this book and unfortunately she passed away, but the daughter finished it. And I just thought that was so beautiful and so special. This book is about a grieving daughter who seeks revenge on the man who causes the death of her mother. I just thought that was interesting. I don't know, when I purchased these books, because the last book I read before purchasing these was If an Egyptian Cannot Speak. And for quite a while, I was in a slump. So I was like, I need something that's going to just like, So a lot of these are thrillers. But yeah, these are my pickups, my book pickups as of lately. Reading is definitely one of my favorite creative hobbies. But I also love doing things like pottery, painting, knitting, and just like graphic design stuff. Like I like doing that for fun. But yeah, that is it That is all for this book haul. Hope it's not overexposed. But it's the next day. I'm feeling better. Girl, feeling well rested. I'm feeling like I can think a little bit better than I was thinking yesterday. What else, me and Mango? Yesterday, I remember telling y'all we was gonna talk about skincare a little bit. I remember when my skin was all over the place. I didn't know what was wrong. And I was trying all these things, and I just remember being so sad. So you lying if you say that how you feel about yourself doesn't affect your mood and your sadness, because it sure as hell did for me. What I've learned is that my skin is very sensitive, so it's it's highly important for me to like focus on internal hydration, because for those who don't know, I have dermatitis. It was caused by using tons of products and just really having sensitive skin, and I ruined my skin barrier. If you new here, you didn't hear me talk about this a million times. But what I've learned is best for me is like internal hydration. The skincare girlies are gonna come at me for this, but I don't care. Let's tussle. Let's do it. I haven't washed my face with a cleanser since September, and my skin is the best it has ever been in like literal years. Now, when I wear makeup like I'm doing today, I oil cleanse with grapeseed oil, and then I rinse it off with water. Like I use disposable wash. What are they called? I can't think of what they're called. Disposable face towel. So I was right when I said it. So yeah, I wet up a disposable face towel and like kind of just wipe that off, rinse again, and put moisturizer on. Hold up. This is the moisturizer that I've been using for like a whole year. It's by Mixsoon. It's amazing for skin barrier repair, all that good stuff. Like, I will not use anything else. It's super hydrating. It doesn't clog my pores. It's just really, really great for my sensitive skin. Now, internally, let's talk about internal, because this is the most important part for me. I have to make sure I'm drinking a lot of water. Lots and lots and lots of water. Like a gallon of water. I try to hit a gallon of water every day. I don't every single day, and I notice when I don't. But that is usually the goal. Like, I'm constantly drinking water throughout my day to hydrate myself. Internally, I also drink lime water. Most days I'll sprinkle a little bit of Celtic salt in there. And that really makes a huge difference in my skin, as well as this omega supplement from Symbiotica. There's no need to get this exact supplement because it is on the pricey end. I'll link some in the description box below that I think are a good option, a good alternative to this. But if you do like this one, I do have a code. But yeah, this is really good, and I've been using it consistently for like 30 days, and I noticed a huge difference in my skin. Like, it makes a really big difference. Of course, the green juice that I showed y'all yesterday, and a lot of it is really just about making sure that I'm fueling my body with healthy food, with fruit. Like, this is so juicy, and it's gonna hydrate your body so well. Other than that, like, I don't be doing nothing to my skin. I be making sure I'm taking care of myself, making sure I'm not stressed, drinking my water, eating my water, taking my supplements. I also take a B12. I also put sea moss in my smoothies and my oats sometimes as well, but I need to make a new batch of it because I've been off my game. But it's like all my other stuff is working so well. I kind of forget. I feel like I'm forgetting something. But no, I think it's just that simple for me. Yeah. Yeah. It's raining outside. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's really beautiful. Side note, I've started to say yes to the things that I want to do and no to the things that I don't want to do. And I've never been this happy in my entire life. And that's just that on that. Like, start saying yes to the shit you want to do. Start saying no to the shit you don't. It's just that simple. Your life will be much more livable, more breathable when you just live for you and not for the validation of other people. Like, I know it's easy to stay in the house all day long during the winter months, during the colder months, but you need the sun. You quite literally need the sun. This is me talking to me because I want to stay home all day long until I get outside and I realize, oh my gosh, this is what nature feels like. And my body and my soul and my spirit is elevated, nourished, and nurtured. So no matter how cozy it is in my bed, I make sure I leave the house at least once a day to allow myself to exist with other beings, to exist with nature. Yeah, those are my winter rituals to soothe seasonal sadness, to ground me, to nurture me, and to allow me to just remember me. I really, really, really appreciate you for being here. I love you so, so much. And please share, how are you staying grounded this season?